first day of college is always memorable, but for YN, it was not very good. When YN entered the campus, it was already 10. She was late because of the heavy traffic. Only 15 minutes left for the first class of her college life. But it was her first day, so normally it took time to find her classroom. By the time she found it, the class had already started. Peeking from the door, she saw a tall man in formal black t-shirt with square glasses was taking their class. What should I do now? Should I skip the class? But it's the first class, how can I miss it? Okay, if he scolds me, I'll tell him that I got stuck in the traffic. Yeah, let's do this. YN took a deep breath and walked to the front of the door. After all, she was a good student. She gathered her courage and said, "May I come in, sir?" No. YN wasn't prepared for this. No means? But sir... He swept up his eyes to his wristwatch, then to YN, and said, 6 minutes late. That's also on the first class. I don't allow anyone in my class who is late. I'm sorry, sir. Actually, there was heavy traffic on the road and also it took time to find this classroom. That's right. Today traffic problem, tomorrow headache, then hand pain, leg pain and so on. Listen, I don't take any kind of excuses in my class. Sorry, sir. Although she was telling the truth, still she apologized. Listen everyone, I want everyone in my class on time with proper homework, unless there's no need to attend my class. Got it?
Yes, sir.
Good. And you, what's your name?
Park YN.
So Miss YN, you're only allowed because it was the first class, but it won't be allowed from the next day. Got it? Noted while her head was hanging low. Come inside.
Thank you, sir.
YN silently entered the class and sat on the first row, but her heart was beating so fast. Was it really necessary to ruin her first day and insult her in front of everyone? How rude. She got her class routine echo, so she already know his name. Jungkook sir, Mr. John Jungkook. She would remember this name till her last day on this college. On the other side, while YN was silently cursing Jungkook, he was secretly stealing glances at her. YN left a different impression on him. There was a strange thing about this calm girl. The cheeky face was marked with strange elegance. It's been 2 years since Jungkook was teaching at this college. He had seen so many girls. Many of them even proposed him. But he never felt this kind of feeling for anyone. Then why his heart was having spring and winter now? Did he just fall for that almond-eyed girl at very first sight? God, why did it happen to him? History bears witness to these feelings that it is a total disaster. It's been a month since that day. YN loved everything about her college life, except the biochemistry paper and Jungkook sir. Meanwhile, everyone was crazy for Jungkook. He was everyone's crush in the whole college. No girl in his department ever missed his class. If any day Jungkook came wearing a black t-shirt, that's it. Everyone started to trolling over him, except YN. For whom the whole college was crazy, YN had no hype for him. His first impression to YN was worst, and he made the rest worst by himself. He asked her questions and scolded her every day, whether he asked anyone else or not. That's not fair. Her friends even started teasing her for having extra attention from Jungkook sir. And she didn't like it. From last 30 minutes, Jungkook was typing and deleting a message to YN, but he couldn't send her one. Should I message her or not? He asked to himself. In this 1 month, Jungkook understood very well that he was doomed to drown in those enchanted eyes of YN. At this moment, his lover self was telling him to send her a message, but his professor self was preventing. It's telling him that, don't forget, she is your student. It's not appropriate to think your student romantically. That's right, he shouldn't. But again, his lover self came and said, there are so many examples in the world where teachers and students were lovers, life partners. Then why can't they? At last, Jungkook's lover self owned, and he sent her a small message, but in professor style. Have you found out the answer of the question I asked earlier at today's class? YN was about to turn off her phone and fall asleep when she got a notification. Jungkook said his messaging? Strange. She was shocked and curious at the same time, so she opened the chat box and read the message carefully, then replied, Yes sir, I got it. It's Baby Bear. Wrong, it's tiger. But sir, I got it from Google. There's not always the accurate answer in Google. How can I know that, sir? You wouldn't have to Google it if you had followed my class with attention. I always follow your classes. Then why can't you answer that question? Wyan didn't reply. She did follow Jungkook's classes regularly, but she didn't remember him saying this question answer. She was in her thoughts when she got another message. That's fine. Now sleep, or you will be late for my class again. Good night. Is it normal for a teacher to message his student and bid her good night? He asked himself that question, but his heart filled with overjoy when Wyan replied. Good night, sir. Not everyone got the good night message from their class. Truly, it was a really good night for Jungkook. The very next day, when Jungkook was teaching on his class, his eyes was only searching for Wyan, but couldn't find her. Wyan didn't come that day. Last night, I told her to follow my classes, and she just skipped my class the very next day. How stubborn. He was angry and upset at the same time. He continued the class lamely and headed towards the staff room. He still had 4 classes to take, but he didn't feel like doing anything after it. Jungkook was walking while thinking why Wyan skipped the class. That's when he saw a girl was walking towards him. His heart just jumped in excitement. It was Wyan. Sorry sir, I couldn't attend your class. Traffic. Are you telling me that traffic is obsessed with you? What? Hey, I told you not to walk. I can walk. I didn't hurt my leg. That's okay. What's the matter? Oh, good morning, sir. Actually, we got on a small accident on our way. Please don't scold her for not attending the first class. It's my fault. Are you hurt anywhere? He snapped his fiery and worried eyes towards Wyan that made her heart jump. No, I'm fine. You're not fine, Wayana. Your hand is injured. Which hand? It's not a big deal. It's just... I asked which hand. Left. Jungkook grabbed her left hand and pulled up her sleeves that were covering her injuries. Wyan and Taeyong both were shocked by his sudden action. Was it normal for a teacher to behave like this? Jungkook's jaw clenched in anger as soon as he saw the injuries, because the injuries were pretty deep. Who told you that you can take someone with you on your bike when you don't even know how to ride it? Jungkook glared at Taeyong with such anger that made Taeyong startle for a moment. I'm sorry sir, I just want to give her a ride as she was late. So all this happened because of this. Can't you be punctual, Wyan? He screamed at her, making her flinch. He cursed himself under his breath as he lost control on his anger. Come with me. Wyan didn't ask anything. She just looked at Jungkook with questionable curious eyes. Don't you want to know the results of the class test I took last time? Wyan nodded and Jungkook started to walk, ignoring Taeyong. But Wyan beat Taeyong by, then silently followed Jungkook. After walking for a while, Wyan spoke. Sir, I think this is not the way to the teacher's room. Follow me only if you trust me, else back off. Jungkook was angry and Wyan could feel it, so she didn't talk further and quietly followed him. After some time, they reached a cafe near college. Wyan was confused that why he took her to this cafe instead of the teacher's staff room. But by looking at his angry face, he didn't dare to say anything. Now tell me, do you know that boy? He asked gently, although he was still angry. He lives in our neighborhood and he is also a senior at our college. So you were confirmed that he had his driving license and he could ride bikes perfectly. Accident happens unexpectedly. There's nothing wrong with his skills. Wrong. It wouldn't happen if he had skills. Could you just stop it, sir? I'm not a kid. I know well what to do and what to not. You don't have to show any concern for my life. I'm concerned because I know the world better than you and I do care for you. You don't have to, sir. It would be better if you act like my teacher more than my parents. Wyan, I love you. What? Now you know why I'm concerned. What are you? I love you so much, Wyan. When I first saw you, it felt like falling into thousands of roses and smelling each of them, like millions of pianos playing love song in my mind. My heart kept going high and high every time I see you, and I couldn't stop myself, couldn't control myself. I know that I'm your teacher and this isn't right, but believe me, I tried so hard to stop myself, to convince myself to stay away from you. The more I tried to distance myself, the more I got attracted towards you. I'm sorry that I behaved like this. It's just, you hurt yourself over that guy. After that day, 1 month had passed. In this whole month, Ryan totally ignored Jungkook. She skipped Jungkook's classes in afraid that she had to face Jungkook. Although he tried to call her, message her several times, but Ryan didn't reply. She totally ghosted him. Jungkook had totally broke down. He couldn't understand if it's a rejection or Ryan just taking time for the answer. If it's a rejection, then Jungkook couldn't think what to do next with his life without her. Funny how she was never been so close with him, but always been the closest to his heart. Even if just a ignorance, then didn't she know? It hurts the most when you got ignored by the one whose attention you looked for the most. Jungkook was almost at his age and was about to lose his last hope. That's when one random day Ryan showed up. Jungkook, your crush wants to meet you. Jaeho was a professor of that college and also Jungkook's friend. That's why he knew everything about Ryan and Jungkook. What? Your dream girl, Ryan. She's waiting for you outside the staff room. Jungkook looked at him in shock as he wasn't expecting Ryan here. He hurriedly went out to see her. Ryan? His heart started to beat so fast as soon as he got a sight of Ryan. It was a month since he last saw her. Good morning, sir. Actually, I'm here to answer the question you asked that day. Jungkook looked at her with so much hope in his eyes. A rare oasis in the desert. Actually, there was an error at first. Maybe I measured the data wrongly. But I remeasured everything and observed that the elements are quite problematic, but they react actively with each other. So I think the answer is positive. The elements should be perfect with each other. He called her with his all heart and was about to hug her, but Ryan stopped her by saying, "This is college, sir. I have classes now. See you later. Venue is up to your choice. Bye." What are you thinking? That they finally get together, right? Yes, finally. But you know what? The answer was always yes. But Ryan ghosted him just to punish him. Why? Well, why not? Making her stand up in class and asking questions every day whether he asked anyone else or not, teasing her in front of everyone, and above all, he stole her heart without even asking her. Is the serious kind. He should be punished for this, right? But truly, for some people, unexpected love is heavenly beautiful. Thanks for being with me till now. See you soon with another romantic story. But till then, be careful. Don't fall in love with your professor. It's dangerous. Bye.
Thanks for watching.